Hello everyone, it's Chris and I'm here to talk about the book series Gamers by Annabeth Albert. This is an MM romance series. Each book focuses on two different relationships, so really you can read them out of order. I read them out of order. I got the second book, Beta Tes, from NetGalley as an arc. I was really excited for it because it features an interracial relationship. One of the main characters, Ravi, is Indian, so I was really excited for that book, and it also features characters in the gaming world, which both books do. This book focuses on these characters who love gaming and also work for this new game, which is supposed to be like the new paragon of gaming called Space Villager. This game is like super highly Kickstarter. There's like a big fan base for it before it's even come out. There's people who are criticizing aspects of it before it comes out. It's basically like, it's the gaming world. What do you expect? I don't know. But the first book, I'm going to talk about the first book first, even though I read it second, because I probably should. And it follows Adrian and Noah. Adrian works for the Space Villager team. He is one of their game developers, and he's also one of the people that you see on the Space Villager Twitch and YouTube pages, often with his dog Pixel, because the fans love his dog Pixel, and I love his dog Pixel. It's like this cute little dog. And Adrian is gay, openly gay. Everyone in the company knows. This company is very queer friendly, so that's pretty awesome. And Adrian goes out on this road trip. He's going to this wedding with his boyfriend, Trent, I believe, and they have a fight, and Trent leaves him out in the middle of nowhere, Utah. And he meets Noah, who also has an RV at this RV camp, and Noah's going to drive Adrian to Adrian's sister's wedding. Adrian's family background is very kind of messy. Like, I would not be able to handle being in Adrian's situation. Like, I would not be going to my sister's wedding in his situation. Probably. More than likely not going to. Like, he has a very messy situation with the sister. But he loves her, and that's why he's making sure he goes to his wedding. He has some issues going on because he thinks his family's going to judge him and things like that. But Noah is interesting as well, because Noah is a closeted gay guy who works at a Christian university. All kinds of issues on Noah's side. And you can see Adrian and Noah get closer together, become friends, and then eventually start to fall for each other and really see how they're kind of fighting it. They're really fighting it throughout this book. And I really, really, really love the way that their relationship developed, even though I read it. But I did read this book second. I did give it 4 stars, and I gave the other book 5 stars. And the reason why that is because these two books kind of follow a very similar formula. And I was noticing that in the latter half of Status Update. I was noticing kind of the book was going in the exact same direction, up and down wise, in the relationships, like the way the relationship goes up and down. It was very much the same kind of way it went in the other one. Even though very different situations and different reasons for things, obviously, and different motivations for things, it was very similar, and I think that my brain just was like, because I read them so close together, that was something that stood out in my brain, which is fine. Also, if you like books with animals in it, this book has the dog Pixel and a dog named Ulysses. Both of the main characters have dogs, and their dogs' personalities fit the characters so well, I think. I thought it was just very interesting how the dogs reflected their owners, and the dogs' relationships even reflected the owners, I feel like, which over time, which was really cool as well. I don't usually see a lot of things with animals. You can probably hear Ricky drinking his water right now because he's doing that. But yeah, so I don't really offer me a lot of romances with characters who are animals, but this was super duper cute. Really cute, very well done. I like the progression, and I like knowing where they kind of end up, because the epilogue was written extremely well, I thought. Usually I'm not a super big fan of epilogues, but I really like the way her epilogues are done. Annabeth Albert's epilogues are done. The second book, Beta Tes, I did prefer a lot more. This book follows an interracial relationship that forms. Ravi is a graphic designer for Space Villager. Tristan is something else. He gets all the presentations and things ready. Tristan is a very type A person. He makes lists. He is super organized, and he's a very no-nonsense worker. And when you see Tristan's background, a lot of things that happen in the book that I may have had issue with made sense. Like, he makes some comments towards Ravi that are a little racially insensitive, and he doesn't try to. And he definitely makes up for it. And later in this book, there's definitely some racial issues that come up along their road trip. Both books have a road trip in them. You know how I feel about road trips. I love them. But there's some racial issues that come up in their road trip when they're going through some smaller towns. And I really liked that was addressed. I liked how it was addressed. I thought Annabeth Albert actually did a pretty good job. The wedding, there's a wedding in this book as well. Talk about formula again, but that's fine. There's a wedding of Robbie's sister in this book. Yeah. another sister's wedding. But it's a wedding. Ravi's sister has a wedding that he goes to in this book, and I really, really, really liked the learning about Ravi's family earlier on in the book through him and kind of seeing how his relationship with his family, and then seeing how his relationship with his family actually was when he actually got to the wedding, and you had to see him interact with his family. Because when families are not accepting, it's very frustrating. It really is. And it doesn't always go well for people. And I liked the way that you get to see parallels between Tristan and Ravi because both of their families are very difficult people. And I like the way that Annabeth Albert wrote it, though, and the way that they came out of it at the end of the book. Their epilogue was a 5-month skip. The first book, Status Update's epilogue, was 11-month skip. Really, really liked it. I think I know who the next book is going to be about. There's a character in Status Update and Beta Tes who works for the same company, who is gay openly. And I think the next book is going to be about him. I hope the next book is going to be about him because he's a very different character than the 4 characters. He's very different than Noah and Adrian in Status Updates. He's very different than Ravi and Tristan and Beta Tes. That's why I'm really hoping that he is who the third book is about, because the third book's going to be called Connection Error. It's already up on Goodreads, and I'm really, really, really hoping it's about Josiah. I'm just going to say it. I hope it's about Josiah. I really, really do. I really do, because I think it'll be really interesting. I've been, since I've read the book and I've thought about it, I've been thinking about his mindset and where his head is in different scenes in the 2 books, and wondering what type of relationship would he work in. And I hope that's what it's about. Definitely would recommend the series. Obviously, I've been rambling about it for well over 5 minutes probably, and I hope you guys do check it out. If you want a book with like interracial couple that's well developed MM romance, you can skip the first book with Adrian and Noah and just read Beta Tes, because I really love Beta Tes, and I know more people are looking for books with that type of diversity in them, and I think that's definitely a book that's worth reading. So definitely would recommend Beta Tes. Definitely would recommend Status Update as well. I hope you guys liked it. If you're not subscribed, you should subscribe, because that would be awesome. And you should like this video, and I'll see you all in my next one, which hopefully won't be as rambly. Bye.